Dumelang Sanbanani Absheni. Welcome to the Mahavata Ascendant Media. I am your host, Mahavata Ascendant, and you are watching What's on the Menu. Now, in today's episode, it is when two contestants will go head to head to bring the best meal to the panel of our judge. The challenge is very simple. The contestants will be required to use a very tiny budget, as creative as they can, to go and get the best menu that they can put together as the best presentation. Of course, there will be one winner in today's competition. The question is, who will become the winner of this challenge? Let's get to know our contestants.
Sanibonani and welcome. Kalibitso ke nna Boitumelo Tshediso kwa Mloyi. Ba ngatang ba mpitsa Pantsola.
Ba re ba mo ratang ba mo bitsa Pantsola wa le Pantsola. Bona, what makes you think that you are the best candidate to win today?
I'm the best candidate to win today because of I'm bringing every day's ingredient into something special. The stove is high, the energy is on, and my plate will say it all.
Hi everybody, ke nna Lebogang Moradi wa kwa Likitlane. As you all know me, I'm Immaculate Bianca. Thank you.
Bona he, or jwetse hore, wena, why do you think that you are the best candidate to win this competition today?
Well, I would say I'm the best, ne? Because I love food, so I'm bringing that into life. So like, you know what they say about artists, we're creative in so many ways. So today I'm going to be creative on creating a meal. Vele, almost, yeah.
And she's going to be creative in creating a meal. Bona, I'm excited actually to find out who will become the winner of today's episode. Yeah. All right, contestants, I hope that you are excited for this competition.
Yes, we are.
All right, now listen carefully. You will be allocated a budget. You will be given this budget to go and buy any meal of your choice. Does not matter. But now, rule number 1 is that you cannot add upon the budget that we have given you. And rule number 2, you cannot overlap the time that we have allocated to you. Failure to do that, points will be deducted and you will find yourself in a very disadvantaged position, and you do not want that. Again. All right. So now it is time to find out what's the budget of today. Are you ready to find out what's the budget of today?
Ready.
Let's find out what's the budget of today. R50. How are you feeling about that?
A little disappointed, I could say.
Why a little bit disappointed?
Because, $50 is more for creating a meal, a proper meal.
Well, that's the name of the challenge. It's up to you to become as creative as you can. And how are you feeling, sir?
I'm very excited. Yeah.
Great stuff, great stuff. I hope that you can bring the best so that you can make a best presentation that you will bring to our judge. So, for now, what you are going to do, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to brainstorm. Think about, with that 50 rand, what is it that you would want to buy and put together so that you can impress our judge. Are we all clear? Yes. Now let's go for the brainstorm.
So far, my possible choice could be fat cakes and paloni. Because beef stew, maybe the stew can ruin my porridge.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I give it a mixer. all together. I think a quick snack or quick meal you can grab anytime in the day. So with all of this, I can make to like a one meal. So like it's relevant for everyone anytime. You can't choose for it. It's all you know. So anytime Jay, you can grab it.
This one is the best. Pela, it accommodates my budget, and then 50 rand. It accommodates my budget, and I don't think Guti, my competitor, will see this coming. This is the best meal for the day. This meal is giving me a chance to go to the next round. Yeah.
The time for the brainstorm, it's now over. I believe that you managed to come up with some creative ideas. You managed to come up with some interesting, I think, ideas that can bring the best presentations, Agere.
Yes.
All right. Then are you ready for the menu hunt?
Ready?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay. I love the spirit. Yeah. So just to quickly remind you, only have 15 minutes to hunt down for your menu of your choice. Ne? And remember that you cannot overlap the time that we have given you. Overlapping the time would mean that we will have to deduct the points. So, are we ready to do this?
Ready.
Let's go for the menu hunt and vamos. All right, in the meantime, while our two contestants are going for a menu hunt, let's get to know who is our fellow judge.
Nakalibito ke Lebogang Mama Bolo, aka Lady L, and I'm the judge for the day. And I'll be looking at three main elements. The first one being the choice of the menu based on the budget that the contestants are given. The second element being the visual presentation of the dish presented to me. And thirdly, I'll be looking at or listening to the motivation for the dish that our contestants went along with.
Great stuff. We are excited actually to find out who will be bringing the best dish to this fellow lady, of course, to be selected to become the winner who will go to the next round. In the meantime, let's get to see what are those two contestants, how are they putting things together. All right, contestants, welcome back. After a very adventurous menu hunt, I believe. Are you ready now to prepare your presentations? I believe that you are ready, ne?
Yes.
Letlo re tsholela.
Yes.
Masuta. Ha re bone masuta. All right, now, I'm only going to give you 5 minutes just to prepare your dish, to prepare your presentation. After 5 minutes, then you will have to then hand over your dishes, your menu to our fellow judge. Right? All right, contestants, it's time now to put your faith in your dish. This is Dishing Up. All right, the contestants are now ready. The dishing up, it's now done. It is time for them to bring these dishes on the table of our judge. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready, sir?
I am ready. Actually, I'm interested to see how they've crafted these dishes and the presentations that they've put together. Will they be able to convince you that they are the best and that they will win for today?
I just want to see works of art. Art pieces, if you can call it that. That's all I'm here for.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see
Yeah.
brilliance.
Most definitely, the work of the art. All right, now it is time for the moment of truth to dish up for our judge. Let's begin with contestant number one. Contestant number one, step forward.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is interesting. So, Abutsidiso, if you can tell me what motivated you to put together the two plates. That's my first question. And my second question is, if you had to name the plates, what would you name them?
Ina it's a plate of hope. Ke bohlabatsatsi lebitso la yone. What motivated me to do this plate is when you wake up in the morning, you have to go to school, some have to go to work, and like you deserve a meal, a breakfast that is brighter like this plate. So ke bohlabatsatsi, that's why I made the rising of the sun. It's a hope. It's a plate of hope.
I like the story behind that. And plate number 2?
The next one is a water tower where you have to wash, but you realize, oh, the other pipe is blasted, there's no water. There's a pipe at the back there. Yeah, there's no water, but the only pipe that is feeding water is this one, and you have to go ologa metsi kwale go sidibeng hore o kgone wa futhumatsa wa boile o kgone o hlapa, yeah, o kgone o pheya. Yes.
Contestant number 2, please step forward and serve the judge.
If you had to tell me what motivated your plate, what would you say to me? Question number 1. And your second question is, if you had to name your plates, what would you name them?
African tropical cuisine. What motivated me is, African breakfast, English breakfast. Yes, because I used to do it with my mom every morning. So I wanted to create a breakfast picnic platter or plate. So yes, I played with colors, and the sauce represents sunshine, which is sunrise. Because every breakfast should feel like a fresh start. Yes, so every time you get to see this plate, this meal, you eat it with a happy face. Because I made it playful but familiar also, because it's an English breakfast with the platter look or playful look. Yeah.
So this is the moment of truth. Our contestants have put together some lovely dishes here
Yes, they have.
to impress you and for them to stand a chance to be chosen to go to the next round.
Yes.
Now, you had a chance to interact with our audience, and I believe that you have gathered as much information that can narrow down your decision, and that you have managed to examine these lovely and beautiful dishes. So I would like to know your thoughts. So far, what do you think? We had Bohlabatsatsi being presented by contestant number 1, which he played around porridge, more starch, basically played around fish, and some gravy. And we had the African tropical cuisine, which she played around color and the theme around breakfast, theme around sunrise. Yeah. So what's your thought around him?
Okay. I like the fact that contestant number 1 gave his plates like nice names, Bochaba Tsatsi, like you'd never think of that, So I love that name, I love that name. And, the fact that he was talking about having hope, people wake up in the mornings to go to school, to, get ready for school, get ready for work, So in a way he was talking, like, it sounded to me like, okay, it looks to me like actually it's like a sunrise. The plate it looks like it's a sun with the sun rays, So it's like in the morning when the sun rises, right? So people have hope, for a new day. They have hope for a better day, As people, they don't know what's out there when they go to work and whatnot, So they're hoping for a good day. You know what I mean? With
And
plate
and and
number one.
also, I think because there's some kind of a story
Yes.
and how he has put this plate together. There's kind of a relative story from. It could be cultural background. This dish could be influenced by cultural background.
Exactly.
Could be where he's coming from
Yes.
and what is more relatable to him.
Yes.
And what also inspires him
Yes.
in a way.
Yes.
And the choice of color, I can see that.
Yes.
And the choice of structure,
Yeah.
how he has structured the dish.
Yes.
So I think also it was lovely around that.
Yes.
And what about then the African tropical cuisine?
Ooh. Whew. I do not want to sound like I'm taking sides. I don't know, but well,
No, it's okay. I mean, it's basically bringing your own thoughts.
Yes, I mean,
You
there's
know.
a big difference, if you compare the two, the 4 plates, if I can put it that way, There's a play of color here. What else? The colors don't clash, ne? They complement one another. And there's a lot of different shapes, and the way she placed the sauces, it's so like artistic and everything. So like she was saying, like this plate has to bring a smile to one's face, which it does. Also, she spoke about the fact that it reminds her of her mom. So that was also like a nice backstory to the the way the plates were put together. Yeah.
I also love the vibrance here. There's this quiet color and color coordination as well. The play of hue and saturation.
Yes. Yes.
And hue, which is the density of the color, and saturation, which is the vibrance of the color, and how deep other colors are, how bright other colors are.
The green also brings brightness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It basically it makes the eye to kind of relax, to breathe.
Exactly.
When the eye is actually capturing this whole creation on the plate.
True that.
Yeah.
So,
And as well, because she's also the inspiration behind breakfast, the inspiration
it
behind
does look tropical.
sunrise, tropical as well. And but also what is nice is the decor. I think how she crafted the plate using different elements of meatery, meat. There's meat there, there's chips, there's potatoes, there's so basically she was actually crafting this as a work of art.
Yes, I said to them at the beginning, I want an art piece.
Yeah, most definitely. And what could be how can these dishes improve? Let's start with the African tropical cuisine. How can it improve according to you?
I would think that I see she's used different elements. Ne? She's got like fries, she's got egg, she's got bacon. I would think that if she would just minimize on the elements, ne? She can use the same elements but just not put too much of it on the plates. That's the only thing. Other than that, I really, really love the way she thought about things. She put a lot of effort in her her dishing up and everything else. So I really like it. I can't. The only thing is that it's just too much of things. But other than that, there are a whole lot of different elements.
All right. And then Buhlabatati?
If he could also do the same, especially this side, ne? If he can, we can see he's used fish, right? He can, maybe the portion can be smaller, what else? Maybe if he can put more color, it's, maybe the plates are a little bit dull, maybe because it's just like, it's two colors only, if he was
elements that can pop out of the plate,
if he could maybe like you were saying, bring more color to the plate.
All right interesting insights and also interesting thoughts from our two contestants. Now it is time for the moment of truth.
Yes.
You need to pick who is the winner. Yes. You need to choose the one who has to go to the next round.
Yes.
So
my mind is made up.
Give us your final decision. Give the viewer your final decision. Who are you taking to the next round? Is it Buhlabatati or is it African tropical cuisine?
Honest, the one plate or the two plates that I'm going with are these two. African
tropical cuisine.
Hands down.
Final decision,
no doubts.
Right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from our judge. The judge is choosing the African tropical cuisine as our winner for today's episode. And the winner, of course, will go to the next round. The challenge is still on. And thank you also to both our contestants to bring their A game so that they can able to fight in this challenge to go to the next round. Congratulations to the African tropical cuisine for taking this one.
I feel very disappointed, but otherwise it's a competition. There has to be one winner that has to go to the other round. So I think we have to pull up our success.
Okay, now all I wanna say is, you better be ready. My competitor, you better be ready. You better bring it on. Cause I'm coming for you, right now.